everybody, I'm Rachel Gibeau. I'm a content manager at a local digital marketing agency, TopDraw. And yeah, today Creative Hive and Des graciously invited me to come talk to you today about building your social media community. And that's a very relevant topic at this time. And I think that Creative Hive has been doing a really great job of doing that with all the Facebook Lives that you've been doing. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to pop into the comments like you're doing right now. Yeah, hi, I can see you. So that's great. Yeah, just if you have any questions about what I'm talking about, anything that comes to mind, just pop in the comments and we'll make it more of a conversation. So yeah, I just wanted to start with my creative background. So I have a Bachelor of Commerce in Marketing from the U of A, and I've been working at marketing agencies for the past 6 years or so. And really, I'm like a writer by trade. That's what I love to do. That's what I'm passionate about. And recently, I've just built my expertise with managing branded content campaigns. And that's involving a lot of social media, and as well as blogging and emails and websites. So just a variety of different channels. And where I work, TopDraw, so we're a digital agency. And we've been around since 1993. We've been a mainstay in Edmonton. It was a couple years after I was born, but yeah, still after when I was born. And we've been really shaping online brands since that time, which is pretty incredible. It's like 27 years. And I work with a bunch of different designers and creatives and developers and digital marketing specialists and account managers. So yeah, lots of people really pushing online brands here. And yeah, just like a little fun fact about me, I know that the Enneagram is really big at the Creative Hive. You have the Wineagram events, which I'd really like to check out. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that I'm Enneagram type 4, which is the individualist. So that's like the more emotional, sensitive type, which really serves me well as a writer. So if you guys have taken the Enneagram test, maybe pop in the comments and let me know what your type is. And yeah, just as a creative person, like I'm really wanting to be that person who's helping others grow through my creativity. And so I love how Creative Hive does that. And yeah, so my talk, really, I'm just going to structure it around talking about our new normal and what we've experienced at TopDraw, and then go into the social media tips and tricks that I have for you that'll help grow your brand on social. So yeah, like around 8 weeks ago, maybe, it's pretty much been 2 months to the day. So quite some time ago, our team started working from home, and we were very fortunate to have that position, to have the technology to do all of our work from home. It was a little bit scary and nerve-wracking at first, but we really pulled together and did it. And we've been very successful so far. But yeah, a lot of our clients have faced some challenges. Some retail businesses have had to shut down, and we're seeing the slow reopening as of today, but still operations are shut down for quite a few people, and people have to implement social distancing protocols, and some people are going to like a full e-commerce model. And so we've had to be really adaptive and pivot our digital campaigns to support them, and I think we've done a great job of that. But something we noticed during this really tough time, it's been scary, and there's been some harsh realities, but social media has been the place where people are creating community and connections. There's so much more engagement online, and I'm sure you've seen that. Like if you're an active follower of the Creative Hive, then you're really into social media. And there's like a lot of trends that have really come to play, like in Edmonton, there's the hashtag I miss YAG. So lots of people are tagging local businesses that they want to support. And there's the Instagram hashtag, or the Instagram sticker, that lets you like tag a business and show your support. So people are really kind of banding together at this time. Even TELUS had a great campaign this past week, hashtag stand with owners. So they gave a $25 gift card to anybody who tagged their favorite local business. So social media has been such a huge factor, and it's been such an important part of a business's strategy, especially if you're a small entrepreneur or a business. Then yeah, you just need to be focusing on that in your strategy. And yeah, that's from that insight, that's really why we developed our social acts of kindness community initiative. And that was just kind of, yeah, we just all came together and we decided that we wanted to provide free social media support to local Edmonton businesses once a day, like every weekday up until May 22nd. So it's been quite a whirlwind, helping all these different businesses from across Edmonton. And yeah, they can choose from like a different bundle, like just like free YouTube graphics or Instagram graphics, or they get some training from yours truly, and they get to learn about more like newer platforms like TikTok, which I know is kind of touted as like a younger person's platform, but it is it's quite a viable place for businesses to develop awareness and share insights as well. So yeah, we've really been exploring that. A great example recently from one of our clients that we helped was a local preschool family dance teacher, Miss Megan. So shout out to Miss Megan. But yeah, she had a great TikTok presence. She was creating awesome videos. She was doing dances and showing how she was like engaging with her children in her TikToks. She was doing great, but I just gave her some slight tweaks and tips, like using certain hashtags and the pacing of her videos and the comedic timing and everything. And she was able to rack up nearly 3,000 views on a single TikTok video, which is, yeah, it's quite an achievement. So yeah, I'm really excited to be able to be part of this initiative and use our creativity with the whole team to help local businesses. Yeah, and so moving on, in the spirit of social acts of kindness, I wanted to provide some tips and tricks to grow your brand on social media. So hopefully these are actionable and you can take them away and use them for yourself. So tip number 1 is really thinking about creating content that actually provides value for your audience. So yeah, the hard sell doesn't really work anymore when you're just pushing products and services. You have to really think about how are you educating and entertaining and inspiring your audience. So maybe you could share your expertise and share some tips and tricks about your industry and something that you only know about. Or maybe you could just get on camera, kind of like what I'm doing right now, just being real and vulnerable about your wins and your challenges. That's what's really trending in social media right now is like personal content and authenticity. So like a little selfie goes a long way, or a vlog or something, just showing your face and what your story is. People really engage with that, especially if you're an entrepreneur. Like you basically are your brand. So think about weaving those personal moments in your content, like behind the scenes of your business, or things like that. And yeah, we found that TikTok is a great place, again, just as like a newer trend, to find fresh content ideas. And they have got this Discover tab where you can search, just see like all the trending hashtags and things like hashtag happy at home, where people are just having fun at home and showing their life there. And they also have a really good algorithm on the For You tab, which is just showing tailored videos based on what you've liked previously. So I just find like the content that I get there is just really engaging because it's based on what I've already liked. And for me, it's like a lot of funny like animals and dance videos. But yeah, like as a business, there's lots of educational content too. Like a Harvard Business Review has an account on there. So check that out for more like educational business focused content. And then tip number 2 is planning your content calendar in advance. So that's something that I know a lot of people struggle with because it's just like, how do you stay organized and how can you keep coming up with ideas for content? And the key is just to really sit down and think about it in advance, because You'll struggle if you're just sitting in front of your computer and trying to type something. But having a plan in place with maybe a Google Sheet and then a bunch of different themes and topics, like maybe, you would do like Motivational Monday one day, and then maybe like all about you and your brand a different day, and just kind of slotting those in and filling in your content throughout the month. I find that really helps just kind of take the weight off your shoulders and then plan for the future. And focusing on a couple platforms also really helps. So like a lot of people think, oh, I need to be on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn and TikTok and Tumblr and everything. But just focusing on like one or two platforms that you really excel on, like Instagram or Facebook, that's way better than spreading yourself so thin across so many different platforms. And that'll help you also create more content, because then you're not writing so many different captions for different platforms. And there's lots of free tools out there to keep you organized. So just Google free content calendar and you'll be amazed. And then, another tip would be just having clean and consistent visuals on your feed. So that's really important for showcasing your brand and having a professional image for yourself. Having like a color scheme, just knowing your colors and sticking to them, knowing all your fonts, that's way more important than being a professional designer. I mean, it's it's great having designers, but if you don't have the budget to do that, then just knowing what your brand is and having that consistency on your feed really helps. And even if you want to try different tools like Adobe Spark and Canva, those are great apps that you can have in your tool belt, and you can build different templates, just making sure, to help keep your feed consistent. And then, another tip is prioritizing video in your content. So video is actually the most shared content on social media. And a lot of businesses are kind of letting it fall to the wayside, but we really try to recommend to place video at the forefront, whether it's animation or if it's, again, like an interview style with the camera, or running a Q&A with your followers. It's pretty simple to create good videos nowadays, especially with all the smartphone technology that we have. Just grab a tripod, get some good lighting, and frame your shot well, and you're good to go. And people are really going to engage with that and share your content. And then, another tip is, so tapping into tools like Instagram and Facebook stories, as well as Instagram and Facebook Live, which we're using right now. So these are really big, popular tools that a lot of brands are realizing the potential of. There's over 500 million users on Instagram and Facebook stories each day. So that's a pretty, incredible number to think about. So that's where people are really engaging with content. I know myself, when I open up Instagram, the first thing I look at is Instagram stories. So that really needs to be, as a brand, an important part of your strategy. And it can be very like off the cuff, vulnerable, very like unstaged content that performs well. And they also have really great tools that you can use to ask questions. You can, again, do Q&As. You can run polls. There's even challenges that a lot of people are participating in. There's been some like push-up challenges, and like supporting small business challenges. So, that's a great way to connect with your customers. And then, another tip is trying marketing tactics like user-generated content and giveaways. So user-generated content involves getting your followers to share photos and videos of them engaging with your products or your services, and repost, and then you get to repost them onto your feed as authentic content, because people really, again, gleamed onto more authentic, real types of content. It's a lot more impactful than, say, having like a celebrity on your feed. Having a real person use your product is, yeah, it'll like do wonders for your brand. And so, yeah, it can be kind of hard to really promote that to your customers and get them to post that kind of content. So having a contest around it can be quite helpful. So awarding them a prize with a giveaway, like having a welcome package for them, or a free gift card for posting a photo to do with your brand, that'll also help you get more entries. So something to think about rather than just posting content about your brand and talking about you. Trying some kinds of marketing tactics to gain more exposure and engagement with your followers. And then, a couple more tips. It looks like we're getting close to the 20-minute mark, but more so going deeper, like influencer marketing is something to think about. That's like a whole topic in social media. But something to think about if you want to get more advanced with your social media efforts. Thinking about if you're a smaller business, like working with micro influencers, so people with less than 100,000 followers, or nano influencers. So those are even social media personalities with less than 1,000 followers. So pretty small compared to the Kim Kardashians of the world, but they actually tend to have the highest engagement. And they are the ones that have that passionate community around their brand. So thinking about reaching out to those types of people and forming a relationship and getting them to create a photo or a video or a blog, like to do with your company. It can be a really affordable way to market your brand and get the message out there. But just thinking about during the pandemic, making sure that anything you do is empathetic and tactful, and that these people are sharing like more tips and advice about being at home, or maybe if you have delivery services for your product, featuring that so it's more helpful to them in this time of need. And then thinking about like maybe more like a technical tip is thinking about hashtags and getting strategic with them, because that's a question I get quite a bit, is how do I use hashtags? What are they for? What's the point of them? Like how many should I put on the post? Like what should I put? Good question from Carolyn. Actually, I'll go back to the influencer topic. So she asked, how do you suggest one finds these influencers? So that's a great question. So it's more so just being engaged in your community and following certain hashtags to do with your brand. So I feel like you're if you're based in Edmonton, like just search for the hashtag like YAG blogger, and you'll get so many different people that are really passionate about certain topics like lifestyle or clothing or food. Like foodie bloggers are huge in Edmonton. So searching those people just on Instagram and exploring their pages, taking a look at their content. And if you feel like they align with your brand, and if they seem professional and poised, and they could represent you well, then just reach out and see if that relationship could form. It could be really successful. Good question, Carolyn. Okay, so I think we're getting pretty much at the 20-minute mark. I wanted to end the talk with just making sure that you engage with your community on social media. That's really a big key to success. It's not just about pushing content, it's about making a two-way conversation. So responding to comments and reaching out to people such as influencers, that'll help really build your brand. And it's all about being sensitive during this time, because businesses do want to grow, you want to be successful, but making sure that your messaging is empathetic and valuable to your customers, people will react to that in a positive manner. And so, if there's any other burning questions, fire away. But I just wanted to share a few links to help you reach out to us. So If you want to take part in our social media initiative, we're at www.socialactsofkindness.com, and that's going on until May 22nd. So your business can apply, and we will create a free social media package or training for you within a day. And for TopDraw, you can reach out to us on all the social platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. We're at TopDraw Inc., so you can follow us there. And yeah, if you find these tips valuable and you're looking to create a smart social media strategy, or maybe a digital marketing strategy, or going even deeper, thinking about your full brand strategy, that's what we do best at TopDraw. So just visit us at www.topdraw.com. And yeah, just wanted to end with saying thank you to Creative Hive and Des for inviting us onto the Facebook Live. It was such a great opportunity, and I really enjoyed talking with you all. And please keep on with what you're doing with keeping the community connected. I think it's such a great way to keep us all reaching out and supporting each other in this tough time. So yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, everybody have a great day.